The problem that I have with us calling people evil is that the only response that we know to respond to evil is to destroy it. And as Christians, we are constantly talking about, God is good, Satan is evil. But the way that God manifests himself on the earth is always in a person, a place, or thing. That's how we identify God, as in a person, a place, or thing. And the same is true with evil. We identify evil with a person, a place, or thing. Now, when we describe evil as being in a person, and the only thing that we know how to deal with that person who we call evil is to destroy them. And all throughout Christianity, we have had this battle of good versus evil, but it ends up being good people versus bad people. The good us, the bad them. The good us, the evil them. And so when we see the evil them, our job is to conquer them. Our job is to control them. Our job is to overthrow them. Our job is to subdue them. And that's very dangerous when you're talking about your wife. That's very dangerous when you're talking about your children. That's very dangerous when you're talking about other human beings, because now, because you have labeled them evil, you give yourself permission to treat them any old kind of way that you decide to treat them. You get to talk about them in any old kind of way that you want to. You get to condemn them. You get to, in some cases, literally kill them, because you have come to the conclusion that you are part of the good, which represents God, and they are part of the evil. But that's totally different from how Jesus responds. Jesus says this in Matthew chapter 5:45. He says, after in Matthew 5:44, he says, love your enemies, bless those that curse you, do good to those that hate you, pray for those that despitefully use you. And in verse 45, he says, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun, talking about the sun in the sky. This is a metaphor, this is an analogy. For he maketh his sun, or his goodness, to rise on the evil and on the good, and send rain, which is a metaphor for his goodness or his blessings, that he sends his rain on the just and the unjust. In other words, it says God treats us all the same. Why? Because God operates in forgiveness. God operates in grace. God operates in mercy. God believes that we should treat people the way we want to be treated. All of those things go in to when we look at people and we decide that if they're not like us, they must be evil. That is the danger of us always labeling people good and evil. And you might ask the question, are there some people that are evil? There are people that are toxic. There are people that need to be in jail. There are people that you need to stay away from. There are people that you need to get a restraining order against. I get that. But when you decide that as a rule, you're looking at people and you're deciding that that's evil, I'm good, that's evil, I'm good, that's evil, I'm good, and you're always on the side of the good and they're on the other side of the evil. And then we put that, you see that in religion, especially in my religion of Christianity. We're good, the Muslims are evil. We're good, the Jews are evil. We're good, the Buddhists are evil. We're good, any other religion. And even within the church, with even within Christianity, within our denominations, if I'm part of the good denomination, you're part of the evil denomination. And again, there is a danger when you live your life like that, because again, it gives you this sense of superiority. It gives you this sense of elitism. It gives you this sense of I'm favored. It gives this sense that I have been given permission and entitlement to go out and do and say whatever I want to say about people because I have decided that I'm the good and they're the evil. And that's totally, totally against everything that Jesus Christ taught. Why? Because he came to love the whole world. He came to sacrifice for the whole world. He came to bring forgiveness to the whole world so that when Jesus looked at people, he was not categorizing good and evil. He says, God blessings, it flows through his grace, through his mercy and his forgiveness. It flows for all of us. So my warning is be careful when you think that you're in a position where you can decide that I'm the good, they're the evil, and whatever they get is justified. There's a danger to that. If you like this type of content, if you've been blessed by this, hit like and share, become a part of our digital community. Join us on Facebook. Please subscribe to us. Hit the notification button. We would love to make you a part of our digital community. We're on every Thursday. This is just a short version of what we do, but we're on every Thursday morning at 10:30, or you can catch the Pastor J podcast on YouTube anytime, any place. So I thank you for watching and keep looking out for us and join us anytime that you can on the Pastor J podcast.